All right, good afternoon, everybody. Good evening, good morning from wherever you might be watching us from. This is the Publish Nation Virtual Conference 2023, and this happens to be the evening session. Welcome on board. Thank you for joining in. We are now live for the evening section of the Publish Nation Virtual Conference, and our guests are here with us this evening. Our guests are here with us this evening. We have the first guest speaker who will be taking us on the first segment of this evening session. Is here, and I'm going to be bringing him off stage very soon. So let me add him to the stream. So with me today on the show, I have a special guest, and he's here with us on the show. I'm going to be bringing him up live now. He's joining us very soon. So I'm going to briefly read his profile while I wait for others to join. Please, if you are live and you are watching, please kindly just share this live stream. Share this live stream. Invite others to come join us. Thank you for joining in. I can see that if you are live and you can hear me, you can see me. Please put that in the comment section as well. Make use of the chat box. If you can hear and you can see me, make use of the chat box. Let's see who is here, who is in, who came in first in the live session. So I'm going to briefly read the profile of my guest. I'm going to briefly read his profile. Please let me know if you can still hear me. Let me know if you can still hear me. Okay. So with me on the show for this evening session, I have the person of Mr. Nonso Oyedemezi, and he is the CEO of Evergreen Website Brokers. He's a seasoned freelance writer and broker who majors in huge website and domain brokerage. And he's also the founder of Writers Grid, a writing agency that has employed over 25 young and skillful writers, which has been a medium he has used in curbing unemployment from a small corner. So let's make welcome our guest, Mr. Nonso. Mr. Nonso, welcome. So good to have you here. Thank you for making our time to join us here this evening. Thank you so much. Guys, please make use of the comment section. Let's welcome our guest speaker. He's going to be taking us on the first segment of the evening session on the PublishNation Virtual Conference, and he's going to be telling us much about content creation, how we can earn our content creation skills, how you can use content to be able to generate buzz around your book marketing. Yes. Welcome, Mr. Nonso. So good to have you here. Please, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
All right. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Welcome. So we can't see your video. Is it from my end here?
Should I show my face?
What's your face? Okay, so without wasting much of our time, I believe he's going to show his face so that we can see his handsome face. So he's going to go right now into the conversation, and I'm going to put up the details right here too from my own end so that we all can see. Thank you so much. Okay, Abidemi Akintunde. Wow, thank you so much for joining. I can see you here already. Thank you. All right, so he's going to be sharing with us this evening on a minute, please. It's going to be sharing with us on marketing your book through content, strategies for generating buzz, and building an audience for your book. That's the topic he's going to be sharing with us this evening. So I want us to pay rapt attention as he will be sharing with us this evening. And if you have questions as well, once he's done, he's going to be taking questions. So get ready to ask your questions and he would be willing to answer. Over to you, Mr. Nonso.
All right. Thank you very much. I have 20 minutes So let me kick off as soon as I can. I don't know, I'm hearing my voice in the background. It's echoing and it's distracting me. All right, can you see my screen?
Not yet. Okay, yes, we can now.
Okay, can you read what is on it? So I'll be very slow. So you can see what is written on it, right?
It's still coming up. Okay, it's up now. Marketing your book through content.
Okay, that's awesome. Okay, let's get to it. Now, the topic is marketing your book through content. I don't know where this echo is coming from. Maybe see if you mute yourself, if it's going to stop. It's distracting. All right. Okay, I think I'm still hearing myself. So, marketing your book through content, strategies for generating books, and building an audience for your book. Now, before we start, I want you to look at my screen. You're going to see what I wrote on my screen. Sell before you create. It means that you need to sell your product before you even create it. And how do you do that? That is what I'm about to share this evening. So if you're following me, if you can see my screen, you drop into the comment section. So sell before you create. It means that you should find a market before creating your product, creating your book. Your book is your product. If you don't find a market before you create your book, you're going to really struggle. You might sell a few copies or you might not sell at all, but you need to find a market. Then you create your product around that market. That is the meaning of sell before you create. So let's get down to business. Now, how do you sell before you create? I'm going to use an assumption, and I'm going to assume that we're creating a book on weight loss, right? Weight loss would be what I'll use for the entire tutorial, right? For the entire section. So weight loss, we're creating a book on weight loss. First, if you want to really succeed in an industry that is very saturated, like weight loss, the first thing you should do, let's say you want to create a book on weight loss, you don't go and create a book on weight loss for everybody because, first of all, it's saturated. So you need to target a small portion from the weight loss industry. And how do you do that? You pick a small portion. If you can see my screen, I give an instance, which is weight loss for newly delivered moms. That means you're targeting people that are about to deliver, like they are pregnant, they're about to deliver, or they've delivered, and you're targeting those people because you want to teach them how they can lose their weight. Like newly delivered moms. Now, remember, I'm using the weight loss instance. You can apply it to your own industry, right? Um, so you need to pick a small so that you can direct your message to a particular set of people. You're not supposed to sell to everybody because you're going at a loss, right? So you pick a small portion. I've given you an instance, weight loss for newly delivered moms. Now you need to prep your audience. What do they call prepping? Prepping means that you're going to see if these guys are the right people for you. And how do you do that? the first thing you should do that is on my list is that you should start creating educational content. Educational content is different from inspirational content. Inspirational content is like, don't give up, be disciplined. Discipline is good. You know, um, this month is your month of scaling up and the rest. Those are inspirational content, motivational content. No, that's not the kind of content I'm talking about. Educational content means that you're going to create content targeted for new moms, newly delivered moms, or pregnant moms, or newly wedded moms. And those kind of content that you're going to be giving them tips. You could giving them small tips about how to manage so thing during their pregnancy, how to do this during their pregnancy. If you're feeling like this when you're as a pregnant mom, try to do this. Take warm water. Do this one. Do this one. You're prepping them. You're trying to show them that I'm an authority in this niche. I know about what pregnant moms go through, right? So you're prepping them. You can create this kind of content. I'm not teaching content creation here, so you're going to do a whole lot of research on your own, right? You create this content. You can do it for 1 to 2 weeks. People should now be familiar with the fact that you're hammering on how pregnant moms can cope. You might not even talk about the weight loss part, right? You can be talking about how they can cope during their pregnancy and the rest. You do that for like 1 to 2 weeks. You put it to their faces. They should know. What you're trying to do is you're taking in the midst of your audience. That means if you have 5,000 persons, you're going to be removing, you're going to be sending, you're going to be subtracting that small portion of people you're targeting with your message. And what is the message? Newly delivered moms, because you want to sell your book to them. They are the people you're targeting. The next thing on my list is you could jump on a live section. A live section, it could be on Facebook, it could be on Instagram. What do you discuss in the live section? You're going to discuss, you're going to open it up for pregnant people. Like if you're pregnant and you have a question about pregnancy, if you're struggling with anything, if you're having some pains in your joint and the rest of them, ask questions in the comment section. Or if you just delivered newly and your weight is a problem to you, drop it in the comment section, ask the question, I'll tell you what to do so that you can. So you jump on that live section and people would ask you questions, people would drop their opinions and everything. What you're trying to do is all those opinions that they are going to drop, that is what is going to form your book, right? Follow me closely. The next thing, you can create an AMA post. The AMA post is almost similar to the live section, what you're going to do in the live section. So you create a post and you tell, AMA means ask me anything. You can see it on my screen. So an AMA post is ask me anything. You create that kind of post. People will start asking you questions in the comment section. So you take all those questions, you compile them. Those questions should be like your chapters in your book, because those questions are what they want, they are suffering from, those are their problems. You don't determine what people's problem is and now create a book for them based on what you think is their problem. No, they should tell you what their problem is. And what are their problems? Their problems are those questions that they are going to ask you, that you're going to likely attempt, right? So the next one is you could create quizzes. You could create quizzes around the subject you're planning to write on, and you allow your audience to give you answers. What should those quizzes be around? You could ask questions like, if a pregnant woman is this, number one, number two, number three, more like an objective question. You know, like they should select, like, oh, the answer is A, the answer is B. So what you're doing is you're prepping these guys. You want them to have that mindset that you're coming with something. So they don't know where you're going out. They don't know the direction you're taking them to, but you're taking them to somewhere, right? The next one would be now, this is very common. You can see it on my screen. On my screen. Make 2 to 3 book covers and ask them to pick one. It's very common. People do it, but it's effective. So you make 2 to 3 book covers of your book. Maybe you design it on Canva. The host is this is what she does. I think she does book covers. So she would understand this. So you make 2 to 3 book covers and allow them to pick one of those covers, like tell them which one is the best, you know. So what you're doing is you're creating a mental picture of your book in their head, like select, and they will do the selection like, oh, A is better than B. No, B is preferable to A. You're using this is what they call human psychology. You're building something into their subconscious, right? The next thing is you can create a freebie for them. And this freebie could be like a timetable for dieting. Remember, we're talking about weight loss. So it could be a timetable for dieting for this targeted, the people we're targeting, pregnant moms, newly delivered moms, or moms that people that just got married. They are not pregnant yet, but they will likely get pregnant, right? So you could target those people too, based on the subject of weight loss. Remember, you're supposed to apply this in your industry. If you're following, put something in the comment section. Tell me yes, no, so I'm following. So let's get to now. Let me expand more on this. You create a freebie for them. Like I said, you could come up with anything in your industry, right? If you're in the fashion industry, you could come up with something like maybe clothes patterns. I don't know, like if you're in the food industry, you could come up with recipes, free recipes that they can download. But now let me tell you the interesting part of giving them this freebie. You can create like a Google form or any of these digital forms that they can fill before they download that book. That's it might be a mini guide, it might be a timetable, it might be a template. It could be any small thing out there. So before they download it, you look for a way and get there. It's very simple. You should find your way around it. You look for a way and get their contact. It could be their email contact. So they'll fill that form before they get to the end to download it. They would fill that form. You ask them for their name, this, maybe name, email, phone number, and this and that. So when you do that, they are going to download that freebie, that thing you're giving them for free. But remember, when they are filling that form should you should ask them questions in that form. Now we're using weight loss for newly delivered moms that are trying to lose weight. That means you could ask them questions like, are you newly married? Are you a female or a male? Are you newly married, or are you pregnant, or are you this? If do you think weight loss is going to be a problem for you if you give birth to your child and the rest? Do you think weight, like gaining weight, will be a problem? If yes, how much can you pay for a guide or a book that is going to help you with trimming down, something like that? Then you give them your free guide. So you can apply this to your industry. Let's get to the next one. Um, so the next one is let's assume that you've gathered all these facts and everything. You've gathered it, like you now have the questions you've asked from these people. Maybe they filled your form, they've downloaded your free B and everything. Let's assume that you've gotten these things together. Then you should start writing your book. You should really start writing your book. And what do you do as you're writing your book? You should there's a way you can bring your audience along with your writing and like your journey. You're trying to share your book journey with them. And how do you do that? You can pick 1 or 2 chapters from your book and share with them, like, I just got to chapter 2. This is what chapter 2 looks like. You share it with them for free. They should see the content of your book. You could share the outline, you could share the table of content, like, this is my table of content. I just got to chapter 3. You share the chapter 3 with them. You do that so that you're going to whet their appetite, right? So the next thing is, I'm trying to rush up because of time. I have just 20 minutes. The next thing is you should create a wait list. Now they've seen your book. First of all, remember you shared valuable content to them, educational content. You did the book cover thing. You asked them about the best book cover. You did all those things. What you did was prepping them. So you've now gotten to the point that you've even showed them some chapters in your book. You've showed them enough. They now know that this would be a bomb. So the next thing is you prepped them, you've gotten interested people by default, right? So the next thing is you create a wait list. A wait list is a list that people join, people that are interested in something. The thing is not launched yet. It could be a book, it could be a course, it could be anything. So they join that list and they wait till the launch. Like the show is a sign of interest. You could create that, you could create a wait list. You should go and find how to create a wait list, but that is like the concept. It's very easy to create. You could create it with WhatsApp, you could take them to a WhatsApp group and the rest of them. Then the next one is you could create a pre-order. Now, the difference between a pre-order and a wait list is a pre-order, people pay ahead of time. But a wait list, they don't pay. They just show interest. So any of these methods are effective, but the more effective one to me is the pre-order method. You understand? Because you can use it to filter people, that the serious people from the non-serious people. The people that are not serious, you can filter the unserious people easily with pre-order. That means they will pay you ahead of time. And the good thing about pre-order is that when someone pays you and you're not done writing that book, it pushes you to finish that book because people's money are in your hand. So it's a way to push yourself, it's a way to give yourself accountability. You understand? Self accountability. Like people's money in my hand, I need to finish this book as soon as possible. So you could do the pre-order, you could do the wait list, anyone that works fine with you. And then I'll get to last point, which is launching. I hope I was not fast enough. I was just trying not to. Um, I don't want a situation where I will be talking. You will now say, so your time is up and everything. So,
Mr. Nonso,
yes.
Mr. Nonso, can you hear me? Please just express yourself. Take your time. Take your time, please. We are not in a hurry.
Okay. I'm even at my last point. I think
All right.
the questions would give me a better perspective. The last part is launch. So from everything I said, I think it's very straight to the point, right? If I had so much time, maybe like 1 hour, I would have broken it down into bit. But if I do that, I'm not going to get to the end of this. So from everything I've shared, I hope this you guys saw my screen. If you have any question based on what I've shared, I can go through the slides again. Let me do a recap before I round off fully. So like I said, you need to sell before you create. Selling before you create, it means that you find a market before you create a product for them. Before you create that book for them, you need to be sure that these guys are really interested in what I'll be creating. In this book, I'll be launching. In this book, I'll be publishing. And you cannot do that without their consent. So consent is needed. It's just like if you don't, if you meet a girl for the first time as a male and you don't get consent from her to sleep with her, it becomes rape. So many people rape their audience. You understand? They do this mental rape. Like, bring your money. You must like this book because the book is valuable. I'm the one that created it. I know it's valuable. People determine what is valuable to them, not you. Right? That's why I broke it down like this so that you can prep them. So, like I said, you pick a small portion for your in your industry. Let's say you're in the fashion industry. Let me use another instance. You're in the fashion industry. You could pick fashion for males above 30. You could pick that and write a book about it. You could pick fashion for males above 65. So that you're going to be talking to a certain people. You're not selling clothes to everybody, or else you'll be selling to nobody, right? So you pick that small portion. You can pick clothing for babies under 5 or under 4 or babies under 10. You understand? If you do that, you're going to be talking to the mothers of babies because they are your target audience. The next one, I gave an instance with the weight loss. I said, you can see it on my screen. The next one is prepping your audience. When you want to prep your audience, let me use another instance. I've talked about the weight loss instance. You want to prep your audience. You're in the fashion industry and you're creating a book for fashion for males above 30, then you should be talking about things that affect the life of the males that are above 30. You could you could come up with stories about, you could come up with anything, you could come up with educational content on how they can maintain, on how they can maybe, how would I put this, like maintain the clothing, like they have clothes before now, how they can wash their clothes better, how they can do this, how they can. So what you're doing is you're prepping them with content. You can do that for like 1 to 2, 3 weeks. You can do it for a month, if you're not in a haste, right? I think that is explanatory enough. You jump on a live section like this and you ask people, you open up your mic, you open up the floor, like ask me any question in this industry. If you're struggling, you could tell them that, let's say you're into fashion and you want to target this set of males. You ask them to tell you, you could tell them that, um, you could tell them how to, you could use the live section not for opening the floor for them to ask you questions. You could use it in this way, like you could lecture them. And how do you do that? You could say, if you want to go for an interview, these these are the different ways you can dress to get the job. These are the kind of, these are the colors you should not put to an interview. You should avoid this. You should wear something like this. What you're doing is you're showing them that you're an authority in that field, right? The next one is you can create an AMA post that is not a live section, right? And do the same thing and ask them to ask you questions. What the reason why this is important is you're going to gather all the facts. When they ask you questions, their questions are what they are struggling with. If this is not working for you, you can go to Quora.com, Quora.com, Quora. You're going to type your niche. You're going to see questions that people have asked in the past in your niche. You can pick ideas from those questions so that you know what people are struggling with. You put it in your book. You're not supposed to be assuming what they're struggling with. You're not them, right? The next one is quizzes. Like I said, you can create quizzes. A quiz is very simple. Like between this, and this, which is the best? You have them answer that question. That is like a quiz. You could create that, but it should be within what you're about publishing, the book you're about publishing, like your industry. You can create book covers. That is like my next. That was the next, and the one of the options I listed. Make book covers like 2 to 3. Ask them to pick. This would create like a mental readiness in the minds of your audience. You're prepping them. Remember, we're prepping these guys. You can create a freebie for them. You're going to work your way around what would they will be interested in. For them to have the freebie, they should fill a form and the rest so that you can know their problems better. When they are filling the form, ask them questions related to their problem. Then I think the last one on my list is the last slide. Now we're talking about you started writing your book. You share your chapters in your book, and this will whet their appetite. You create a wait list if you want to go with the wait list option, and so that they can be the first to grab a copy of your book when it launches. Or you can create a pre-order. Alternatively, this option works fine because when they pay attention. When they pay, they push you to get it done, right? So pre-order works fine. Waitlist works too. It depends on the one that works fine or better for you. And then that should be my last option. I would prefer questions from the audience so that I can attend to them and close the section. So that's all for now. Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much, Mr. Non. So for that short and concise session, like you went straight to the point and you hit the nail on the head. There was no fluff at all. Thank you so much. I mean, the points that you raised are just straight to the point. Like they are just very valid points. And the first one you started with is one thing that I think most aspiring authors don't want to listen to. They don't want to use to that advice. Like they don't want to use it. I worked with somebody recently And I think about we've been on it for like a week, and she was like, okay, she wanted to launch the book on her birthday. And she kept on telling me, even she herself knows that she's not been doing well, carrying her audience along. She was like, I've not even started marketing on my WhatsApp, or my Facebook rather. And she was just telling me, okay, I made a post today, like 3 days to the day of launch. And then she was like, I'm just going to post it on that birthday. That's like today. I'll just make the post. And I'm like, I'm just looking, because already in their mind they're just determined, like, I just must have a book. This book must come out, and yet they are not carrying their audience along. It's not magic. If you don't carry us along, we can't just be buying. I went back to check the person's seller account today, just to check the sales dashboard, and I realized that only one person got the book so far. And there are many congratulation messages for that person on Facebook right now as I speak. So these are issues that will usually come up, and then people start complaining that, oh, they are telling us to write a book. I'm not making money for me. There's no money there, Joe. Things like that. Thank you so much for sharing that. So, guys, you've heard it. It's very important that you sell your book before you write it. Sell your book before you write it. Sell it. Make sure that that idea can fly before you start working on it, so that at the end of the day, you'll not be the only person to read the book, and you will not just have one book jump somewhere on your system or your laptop or somewhere on one side like that, and you don't even care anymore about it because it's not generating money as you would want it to. So my first question to you is this: what is the duration or time frame to prep our audience from the time when we conceive the idea to write a book to the time when we want to launch it? Like, for how long? What's the duration? Is it a week, one day? I don't know. Over to you, sir.
All right. Prepping, there is no, I don't think there's a definite time. Some people prep for even a year, some people prep for 6 months, you know,
Wow.
but if you've not gotten you've not gotten solid followership, you shouldn't extend it that long. Then you should be doing maybe 3 weeks or 1 month, at max, or maybe 2 months would be ideal, which is like 60 days. If you can keep
Yeah.
up with this, like follow this, everything I say one by one, you could decide to create additional content around that need for 1 month. You do your live sections and everything, you prep them that way. But if you don't have strong followers, I wouldn't advise to do it for so long. Else, you might they will get bored with the whole thing. But if you have strong followers that have believed in you, they're more like a cult, like you build a cult online. They could 2 years, they could even wait for you. They'll be anticipating, they'll be inboxing you, DMing you like, sir or man, won't you launch the book? The rest of them. So that could work, but it depends on the followers. So let's say 60 days if you're a beginner.
Wow. Thank you very much. So, guys, you heard that 60 days, 2 months for you to prep your audience in preparation for the launch of your book. So, if you are here right now, you've launched before and it did not really go well, and you're planning to write another one, or you're just starting, this is an highlight for you to go away with from this show this evening. That 60 days, that's like 2 months. So, you need to draw out your calendar. What are the things you'll be posting? What are the things that you'll be sharing? How are you going to be taking it? Okay, would you share the chapters first? Would you do the book cover review first? Which one will come first? How would you be taking your audience along every step of the way? Thank you so much for that. So the next question I will ask is this. Now, there are people that will come and say, oh, I want to publish a book. But when it comes to, they already know. And they'll be like, okay, fine, I've listened to you, I've heard you. How do I sell my book? And then if you start telling them, okay, social media, online, blah, blah, because it's even an ebook in the first place, they're like, okay, because some of them, they are not even active online. They don't have an active Facebook page, they're not even active on Instagram, they're not active on any of the social media platform, even their WhatsApp, you just once in a while that they will post on their status. For people like that, what can you say? They want to write a book, they have this idea. Come on, let me tell you, I have 10 manuscripts in my laptop, I have this there, I have 15 unpublished books, and yet they are just lying dormant there. So what do you tell this kind of people that they are not, when it comes to social media stuff, they don't even want to come, not to even talk about coming live to show their face, they have this phobia. So what can you say about that, sir?
Um, yeah, I'll be very blunt here. The thing is, if you're not serious about if you're not serious about doing uncomfortable things, you're not going to get results.
Hmm.
There are lots of things that we don't love doing, but those things are what give they give you the results. So you don't like showing your face, you don't like doing this, you don't like doing that, you're going to suffer for it. That's the truth. You should do what works, what gives you results, not what you love doing. You do what you love alone, then you're going to die miserably. That's the truth. Like, unless you don't want to be successful. You don't want to be successful, it's fine. You do your low key and everything. But you want to be successful and you do against what successful people do, you're not going to go nowhere. So the thing there is, instead of jumping and publishing your book and everything, learn how to go on social media. Forget all the book thing, keep it aside. Keep it for 1 year. Your book is not going to go. You don't wake up one day and your idea has vanished. You're not going to wake up and you don't know, the knowledge is not there. It's there. You can do delayed gratification. Like, okay, I'm going to publish this book in 2024. I'm going to publish this book in 2027. But let me use 3 years. Let me use 2 years and build something strong. So when you do that, before you do that, your mindset should be that you're coming to succeed. You're not coming to please yourself. Success is not about pleasing yourself. It's about getting results. I don't do visuals. If you noticed well, I prefer expressing myself with words.
Yeah.
Love writing. But gotten to the point where I need to do visuals. I need to do visuals for me to scale to my next big level. I need to show up on conferences. I need to go to public speaking because I'm being invited to all those places. So those things I don't like doing. I have to do it. I don't like professional pictures. I can wear t-shirts for 100 years of my life. I don't like suits. I don't like clothes. I don't like those things. It's not me. I wear them sometimes when it's needed. Success is not about comfort. It's about results. You get results, you get results. When you go to your house, you do what you love. When you come to where something is needed, you give them what is needed. So far is illegal. So build an audience before doing any launch and anything. And there are lots of tutorials out there how you can build your audience, how you can create content. Those things are too usual. They are everywhere. So no one has an excuse not to build. You can build, fine. You just go buy a job or start spare parts business.
Now, thank you so much for that. Like, guys, you've heard it. This thing is not about, oh, it's not I don't like it. It's not part of me. I'm shy. I'm this. If you're still doing that, it means you are not ready for business. Like, you're not ready. That's it. And the funny thing is that most people that complain about all of these things, they work for other people. You do this thing free of charge in your place of work, and you are not shy. You're not shy about it because you know you're accountable to somebody at the end of the month. But when it comes to your own personal things, start giving excuses. I'm very shy. I'm not the social media type. I don't feel comfortable there. You start giving excuses. But when it comes to something that you know that they will pay you for your place of work, you will not be shy to do it. You will do it anyhow. You will show up. You will go to work even if it is raining. You will show up. So let it also reflect when it comes to your personal things as well. Stop giving excuses. I used to tell people, if when the day you make your mind to write a book, that day just know that you're about to start another business. And so you shouldn't take it as a side business. Take it as a real business. Like, the book business is a real one. It's a serious one. If you put in the effort into it, you will get the results. And that's just, so don't take it as a side business that you just attend to once in a while and they are expecting to cash out. It doesn't work that way. You have to concentrate and do what is required and needed. Thank you very much, Mr. Non. So there's a question on the screen. I don't know if you can see it from Rhoda. There's a question on the screen. It says, after launching, what other marketing strategies can one explore?
All right. I'm actually not an expert marketer like that. But yeah, I'm not into marketing like that. Like, I'm even still in the learning process. But from my knowledge so far, I think another way you can market that is not on social media, you can start using mini blog, like mini blog mediums, like mediums, like platforms like medium.com. I sold them. I have this book on how to get writing clients. I launched that book, I think that was 2 years ago. It was my first ever book I've written, and I've not written any other one since then. So I launched that book. I took a chapter from that book, published it on Medium. I used the right keyword so that when Nigerian writers are looking, maybe they are typing on Google, how do I get writing clients? They'll land on that article. And the article was not an article per se. The article was a chapter from my book. I gave it out for free, and it was about LinkedIn. That article, that chapter, I talked about how you can get writing clients from LinkedIn. I published it from Medium. I had close to 700 sales from Medium, from that one. I didn't share it on Facebook or any other social media platform. I just prefer getting sales seamless. I love seamless sales. Probably, maybe because I'm not. I don't know how. I'll still work on my persuasion. So you could use those mediums. You could use hubpages.com. You can publish part of your book. You understand? Take an interesting part of your book and publish. Then what do you do? You get to the end of that. Let's say chapter 3 of your book. You get to the end of the chapter when you're published on these mediums, on this platform. Get to the end, it's like your seller link. Like if you link the book, this link here. People will do that. Another thing is you create a YouTube channel. Take everything all the chapters one by one. I'm not saying you should share all the chapters on YouTube, but pick like 5 or 6. Let's say you have 40 chapters. Pick 5, 6, 7 of those chapters. Make a video out of it. Upload it on YouTube. Use the right keywords. People will go into it. You're creating a book on weight loss for Nigeria. For Nigerian mothers that use it as your caption. How to lose weight as a newly delivered Nigerian mom. Any Nigerian mom that is typing will bump into your video. Then what do you do? When you share that, come to your description, your YouTube, whatever, description or description. Check. You could say at the end of the video, check the link in my description. When they get there, the link in my description is what? Link them to like Seller or any other platform that your book on, and they purchase. If it's a physical book, put the details there too. You could give them a mini guide for free. Maybe take 2 or 3 chapters of your book, create a mini guide, ask them to download for free. Then inside that book, you put the link. When they are done with it, put the link to your full book and the order. Right? So these are unconventional methods to sell. You don't need stressing people on social media, because social media is not a marketplace. You're going to struggle if you want to sell. That is why we're doing the pre-launch, we're doing all these things. If normally there are some places you sell without them knowing you, they don't care, they don't know. Those are the places I mentioned. Medium.com, hubpages.com. There are other, I think, could you scroll up? Quora.com. Quora.com. How do you use it? You answer people's questions around your niche. You put your book. Put the link to your book. You're struggling with belly fat. You take a chapter of your book and share as the answer. When you share, you said click here to get more information. You put the link to your book. They are going to buy. Quora has close to over 500 million visitors. I've made small money from affiliate market. I shared it on my Facebook. But what I'm trying to say is start thinking outside social media. These are other media, right? They just came to my head now, so you can try them out. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Miss, and also for that answer. Like you mentioned, you can always explore places outside of social media platforms. YouTube is there, Quora.com is there, Medium.com is there. They are all there in the chat box. You can always check them, sign up on those platforms, and share your content. And don't forget to put a call to action. Okay, call to action is when where you show them how to connect with you or how to get whatever it is that you have gone to advertise there as well, so that they don't just read and go away. Thank you so much for that answer. So I believe that Oda has gotten answer to the question that she asked. So I'm just going to ask the last question here. I don't know if anybody else has questions to ask as well. I'm just going to go ahead and ask this other one that says that how long, even though I think I asked something similar at first, that what the prepping stage from conception to launching. You said 2 months, that's 60 days to prep your audience, especially if you're the kind of person that do not have a large following. But if you have large following, of course, you can do beyond that. You can do 90 days, you can do 180 days as well too. So I like to ask again, like, how long can I do pre-order? Because the reason why I'm asking is this: I know of someone on Facebook. He happens to be a friend, and this guy, I don't even know, probably even if he has launched the book or something, or even he has announced the launch to his book at one point in time. And then over time, I kept on seeing him doing product, keeps on advertising this pre-order thing, and it took like 6 months. I think he wanted the book in hard copy, so he wanted to raise money. Probably has even launched the soft copy already, the ebook. So he wanted to do the hard copy and wanted to raise money for the hard copy printing. So I saw him doing pre-order again, and he will keep, every opportunity that he sees, he will do discount and pre-order. I'm like, this guy, I've been seeing his pre-order notification for about like 6 months or so. Since January, the guy has been doing pre-order. And I think he recently launched about some weeks ago, probably earlier this June. So I like to know, for how long can somebody do pre-order? Now you prepped your audience. Now you've created wait list, or if you're not using the wait list method, you're not using pre-order method, you're telling them to get at a certain price for a pre-order at pre-order. So for how long can it be? 1 week, after which you change the price to the original price, or 2 weeks or something? Please shed more light on that pre-order.
All right.
All right.
Um, the thing about pre-order is people are paying you money. You should be careful. Understand? Because it wouldn't take almost nothing for you to paint your image if you're with people's money. Even if you're not a scammer, you'll just realize that people will call you a scammer, and they are right because you're not giving them what they told them. So you should check the volume of what you're about to launch. If the book is going 10,000 pages, then you should have a mental image of how many pages can I write a day. I can write, if I've succeeded in writing 2 pages every day, that means in 14 days I'll be covering this number of pages. So that when you tell them that it's going to launch on this date, you're very certain about it. You're not saying because you feel it's going to happen. Like, because written pages every day, you're succeeded reading one page, writing one page every day. So be honest as much as you can. If it's going to take you 1 month to get that book done, then it should be 1 month. That's why there's no precise, there's no specific. I can't tell anybody out there that you must do your pre-order in 1 week or 3 days. What if you cannot get it done in 3 days? Because I might be writing a book, some other person is writing a book that is 100 pages. We're not going to finish. So we shouldn't. It's not fair enough to put time to it. Time to like your pre-order must, But wait list is different. Wait list, you can use a specific time because they've not paid you. You just want to see interest so that you can. That interest is going to push you to work. You understand? And it's different. But pre-order, be very careful. People's money comes go into your hands. It's a whole different game. Nobody wants to hear that this one happened and this one didn't happen. If anything happens, communicate with them. But have a mental picture of what you can do in a day. Something you can do in a day. the amount of chapters or the amount of words you can write in a day. Then calculate it. Anything, any time frame that you arrive at after the calculation should be what you should go by. I hope that's clear enough.
Yeah, sure, very clear. And I think what I picked from there is this, which is something I've noticed as well. When people do pre-order these days, before they used to create a time frame, kind of like fear of missing out, to say, oh, pre-order runs from so time to so time. But these days now, there's no time for, they don't put time frame again. They just tell you pre-order is this. So it is now left for you now to now decide when you will end your pre-order. So that way you are kind of playing safe, so that in case there are eventualities, you will not be held responsible to your word and say, oh, you told us in 2 weeks time, this is 2 weeks already, your book is not out, you are a fraudster, you are a scammer, you are this. So that, to avoid that, I realize that people don't put deadlines to their pre-order anymore. They'll just tell you pre-order is this price, and once you make payment, they would add it to their wait list or to a WhatsApp group, and then from there information will be communicated across to you. Thank you so much, Mr. Non. So I don't think there is anyone that has question. This is it now. If people will not come and ask questions, someone is here to tell us things that are important. We are not here to ask questions, so that we don't get you don't fall into mistakes. Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Non. So I think there are no questions again on the chat box. So thank you so much for joining us this evening. Like, it's really a pleasure to have you join us here. And thank you for the wonderful nuggets you've shared with us. They are so straight and direct to the point, and I believe that our audience are also paying rapt attention to run with whatever information that it is that you have caught right here on this live session. Thank you so much, Mr. Nonso. And right there on the screen, guys, there is a link to check Mr. Nonso's store. When he sent this alert link to me, he sent this alert link to me to one of his very wonderful course. Yes, he sent a link to me, but I decided to go check it out, and I found out that he has some wonderful stuffs that might even be useful to you. So I decided to share the name of the link, so you can get all of his products right on his Seller store. It's there showing on the screen, seller.co/m/Amani stores. So just check that link out on Seller, and you'll be able to see the other things that he has as well too, and you can also make your purchases as well. Thank you so much, Mr. Non. So you can connect with him on Facebook. He's on Facebook and he shares a lot on Facebook. Oh my God, go and check him out on Facebook. His name is Nonso Oyejimezi on Facebook, and also on LinkedIn. Then on Twitter is at Nonso Amani on Twitter. Yes, and he's also very active on Twitter as well, and even on Clubhouse too. So go and search for him and connect with him. Thank you so much, Mr. Nonso, for joining us this evening. It's a pleasure to have you here. Join us on this year's edition of the PublishNation Virtual Conference. Thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome. It's a pleasure having me. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Good night, everyone.
Bye. All right, so we're going to be moving on now. I think by now our other guest speakers should be joining us now. We also have someone else join us right now. I wouldn't know what the problem is, but we also have two speakers join us very soon. They're going to join us here right now. We have two more sessions to go, and that will be all today on the show. Yeah, so this is the PublishNation Virtual Conference 2023, and so far we've had the morning session. In morning session, we looked at managing your book project from concept to publication, where we shared a whole lot of nuggets that you need to know before you start writing or before you start your book project. Also, we also looked at we considered another segment of the morning section, which was on editing. Yes, the impact of editing on book publishing, both on the part of the author and on the part of the publisher or the publishing house as well. And then we also looked at cover design. Yes, the psychology of book cover design, how it affects people's emotions, their feelings, and their buying decision as well. And then also in the morning session, we wrapped up with the last segment, which is on ghostwriting as a business, and our wonderful guest did justice to letting us know uh, how lucrative ghostwriting is as a book service, at one of the book services, and also how you as an author or a would-be author can leverage on that as well to get your book out there. So if you have a book and you don't have the time, you are the busy person, and then you know that you have this message in you, but you are so busy that you don't have time to sit down to write, you can always hire the service of a ghost writer to help you out with your book. And so those are the things that we discussed there. Now, let me just chip this in that there's not going to be a replay to the live session. So for those people that would miss it, that didn't attend live, you can always get the recordings. Yes, recordings will be available for a token of 500 naira, and also you would be given a certificate of participation and some other freebies as well that would help you on your journey to become a published author. So we're going to be, I don't know, we're going to go on a commercial break now. We're going to go on a commercial break now so that we can get our other speakers on board. We're going on a commercial break now so that we can get our other speakers on board, and then move on to this other session. We still have a session on how to use paid advertisement to promote your book. Mr. Nonso has given us the clue on how to go about marketing your book through content, which is more of organic. So we're going to be seeing the paid side of it. Okay. And then lastly, we're also going to be looking at Amazon KDP. Yeah, we're going to be looking at Amazon KDP right now. So we're going to go on a commercial break so that we can get our other speakers to join us very soon. So stay tuned.
Hello, anyone hear me? Hello, can anyone hear me? You stop. I'll hold you. Okay, okay. I think you guys can hear me. I'm not my video is not on because I don't have light where I am, so I'm not going to be using video. I'm just going to use audio, but but since I can confirm that people can hear me, I'll just go ahead with my presentation. Good evening, everyone. It is so nice to be here, and also sad that I have just 30 minutes to do whatever it is I want to do here. But I just want to appreciate my Bori for giving me this opportunity to speak to you guys about using social media ads to sell your published books or your digital books. All right, so I'm just going to be sharing from my own experiences how I've been able to sell out my products, whether my ebooks or other digital products using social media ad. But first of all, let me introduce myself very quickly. My name is Dorcas Samson. I am a digital marketer. I have specialty in running Facebook and Instagram ads. Over the past 3 years, I have built my business leveraging Facebook and Instagram ads. The reason I'm actually big on ads is because if you check all my social media handles, you'll notice that I have very, very few followers. So let's take for instance, I have just 5,200 followers on Facebook. I have 3,000 followers on LinkedIn, and I have less than 500 followers on Instagram. All right. Now, if you want to consider all of this, it is very, very impossible for me to sell my offers considering the number of followers that I have on social media. But glory be to God, and thank God that Mark Zuckerberg introduced ads. Right now, small business owners like us, or publishers like us, or authors like us can actually sell big and hit our sales target and sell out our products using ads. So how do I do it? That is the point. That is where I'm actually driving to, right? How do I do it? Now, the first thing I do as an author, like I remember that in 2021 I launched an ebook and I sold 123 copies of that ebook in 1 month. Now, at that point, I didn't even have up to the number of followers I have now. I didn't know as much people that I know now. I was not known as I am known now online. But I sold my that ebook 123 copies in 1 month. Right now, I don't know how many that I've sold because I am not actively promoting that ebook anymore. But the ebook still sells because of ads. All right. Now, so how do I use ad to build my business? The first thing I do is to draft a marketing plan. Thank God that today is 1st of July. So this is an opportunity for me to share my plan for the next. Thank you very much, Rhoda KG. So this is the point where I get to share my plan for the next 6 months, the remaining half of the year with you guys. All right. So the first thing I do if I want to sell my ebook or I want to do anything is to draft a marketing plan. Now, 3 days ago, I thought of, or let me say 3 weeks ago, I thought of increasing my source of income. I thought of increasing my source of income. I presently promote my signature program, which is called FOWER program, Facebook Ads Wealth Academy. That program caters to people who are looking to start their own advertising agency. All right. So that has been my main product. I sell it. The product price is 20,000 naira, right? But right now it's going for a discount of 10,000 naira. And I saw that okay, this product is doing using ads does at least 2 million naira per month. But I'm looking at increasing my source of income because I know that it is going to help build my income level. So I said, what other product can I add that will not stress me, that will not burn me out, but I'm still going to be doing the same things I'm doing, yet my income level will increase, right? And one of the things that dropped in my head was starting a monthly subscription mentorship program to show people how they can sell every day on social media. All right. So when I thought of that idea, I decided to launch it. I cannot just launch without having a marketing plan. So the first thing I did was I sat down, I drafted the marketing plan. How am I going to get people to pay 10,000 naira every month for my subscription? My target, because it's going to start, the mentorship program starts 1st of August. So that means I have the next 29 days or 30 days to market the event or to market the program. And I am targeting my target are just 10 people. I've hosted it in the past. It wasn't up to 10,000 naira. Now it's 10,000 naira. 10,000 naira for Nigerian market knowledge industry is a high ticket product. So I need to do an extra work. All right. So I drafted the marketing plan. The first thing I did was how many people am I looking at closing to attend this program. So after I did that, I also drafted how many people I need to reach, how many people I need to bring into my business, how many people I need to have a conversation with before I can close 10 people, before I can get 10 people to pay me 10,000 naira each to join my mentorship program. All right. So after I did that, the next thing I did was how am I going to? So I calculated that I need to reach about 1,000 serious persons before I'll be able to to get 10 people to pay me 10,000 naira each. So how am I supposed to reach 1,000 serious people? And I now came and I said, okay, I can actually record a free webinar that will show people how they can sell every day on social media, because there are so many people online these days that are just existing. They are posting every day, they are commenting every day on influential people posts, but they are still struggling with making sales. How about I create a webinar that can show people how to sell online every day, the things that they are doing wrong and the things that they are doing right? How about I record a webinar like this? So throughout today, I was actually designing slides. I was even supposed to design slides for this. That is the problem I have. That's one of my weaknesses: procrastination, 9 minutes. I admit, because I had already drafted my slide. So I'm going through the slide right now as I'm speaking. I'm going through the slide. I didn't design it. My bad. Part of part of the problems of being a mother and running a business, right? Now, I'm going to record that webinar tonight when my kids go to bed. I'm going to record the webinar. It's part of the marketing plan that I'm talking about, right? I'm going to record that webinar. That webinar, remember, is for a product that I am promoting. I'll record the webinar. I have designed the landing page. Sorry, the landing page, 3 pages. I've designed the landing page, the webinar page, and the sales page. So once I finish, I'm going to use my landing page. The landing page is going to help me collect the leads. So after I finish recording the webinar, I'm going to upload it to my YouTube account, then import that video into the webinar page. All right. So now this is the marketing plan that I'm talking about. After that, I will run an ad. People will click on that ad, enter their details on my landing page. Once they enter their details, they are going to be automatically sent a link to the webinar page. They'll go to the webinar page, watch a very detailed webinar. At the end of the webinar, I will upsell the product, the 10K product, to them. And if they want to take action immediately, I have, because the duration is long, so I have an two installment payment plan. So you pay 5K. If you pay 5K, I'm going to add you to the installment group. Once you complete, then you go into the pay group. Now, if you are not taking action immediately, maybe you don't have the money yet, but you still want to be reminded, as long as you have entered your details on my landing page, I already have your details. I'm going to follow up on you to watch the webinar forever until I stop promoting this product. So that is part of drafting the marketing plan. So for people who watch the webinar, but they still want to trust me and all of that, under the webinar, I have 2 buttons. One of the buttons is for them to make payments, and 3 buttons, sorry. One of the buttons is to make full payment. The second button is to make part payment. The third button is going to be for them to join a wait list. In case manager that manages my groups, the community manager promotes the offer continuously on those groups, and I automated follow-up messages to people's DM every 2 days. So if you get my message today, you're not going to get the message from me tomorrow. You get next tomorrow. You not get another next tomorrow for until 1 month. So let's say for 1 month, you get 15 follow-up messages from me. So now let's assume that you have a book that you're looking at selling out. I am not saying organic marketing is not great, all right? Content marketing, organic marketing, I am really, really big on it. The reason why I am not even really posting, because I know that the past few weeks, I've not been really consistent with creating content online, is because I have a backup, and my backup is ad. And the way I build my systems, I build it in such a way that it stresses me for like 2 months. Okay, let's say this webinar that I've been planning for the last 3 weeks is going to stress me, but at the end of the day, after setting up all my marketing plan, I'm going to just sit down and enjoy the process that I've built. Now, the difference between this particular thing that I do with creating content consistently is the fact that whether you show up on social media or not, you are sure that you are going to still be making sales, you're going to still be selling out your product. So we have gone past the era where you get a book idea, the Holy Spirit drop a book idea in your heart, and you are all about impact. Now that is just the tip of the iceberg. That is just one important aspect of writing and publishing your own book. Now, the most important thing is, if you're going to write that ebook, publish it, and at the end of the day the book will be dumped in your archive, the book will gather dust in your house. No one knows about it. It is not because the books are not valuable, but it is because you have not learned how to market. And one of the ways to reach more and more people that will be interested in doing business with you, connecting with you, knowing you, one of the easiest ways to build influence faster without trekking and doing the organic thing is leveraging on social media ads to promote whatever it is you're selling. Whether you're trying to sell yourself, sell your book, sell your product, your offers, social media ads are really important. Remember that I said the first thing is to do what? To draft your marketing plan. Now, after drafting your marketing plan, you want to also do I do what I call pre-ad launch, post-ad launch, pre-ad launch and post-ad launch. Pre-ad launch and pro-ad launch. Now, post-ad launch. Now, I'm going to explain this. Now, my pre-ad launch has to do with everything I put together before I launch my ad. Everything that I bring together before launching my ad. I call it the pre-ad launch strategy. All right, the pre-ad launch strategy. Now, what do I do in the pre-ad launch strategy? One of the things I do is to segment the audience that I want to see my ad. So let's take, for instance, I told you guys about my signature program that I sell. That signature program caters to students, stay-at-home moms, and people who are looking to get a skill, monetize it, and start earning online using digital skills. And the digital skill in this particular context is the Facebook ad skill, right? Now, what I do is I know that there are people who are looking to japa, that are looking to leave Nigeria. Those people will need to learn a high income digital skill. Now, that is part of the strategy, my pre-ad launch strategy. So I segment my audience, stay-at-home moms like me, because 2019 I was just the normal jobless stay-at-home mom that was struggling, that was looking for something to do. So there are still people like me right now, people that are like me in 2019. All right. So those are the audience that I'm looking at. So after segmenting this audience in the pre-ad launch strategy, what I do is I design creatives are your pictures, your videos, your graphics. Those are called creatives when you're running ads, right? So I design creatives that caters to these different segmented audiences. So I know that if I'm looking at promoting this offer and I want stay-at-home moms, wives to connect, I know that I'm going to use a picture of me and my kids. So I have an ad that is running now. The Facebook just showed me the ad. It has 400 and something likes and 100 and something comments. And the ad has been running for less than 5 days. Now that particular ad has me and my two boys picture in it. And the ad copy start with, if you are a mom and wife like me. So automatically, once wives and moms that are looking to make their own money and support the family see an ad that start with, if you are a mom and wife like me, and the ad also carries the picture of a mom and her two boys, they can easily connect. And of course the picture is a lifestyle picture. I am looking really, really beautiful. Like I've never been that beautiful in my that's on a lighter note, right? Plus my two boys. So people can easily connect. They want to be like the copy that I wrote. They want to look as beautiful as I'm looking in that picture. And they are going to connect to know or learn more about whatever it is that I'm saying. Now, how about if I'm looking to reach people that want to study abroad, go abroad, and they need something to do that will pay them? I will design an ad creative. Maybe one of the vacation that I had with my spouse, maybe one of the pictures that we took in Dubai, I can use that picture and say, are you looking for a skill that will pay you? Something like that. And people say, I'm looking for a skill so that I can be traveling like this. Now, that is a different audience from the stay-at-home mom audience. And it applies to other audiences like students, graduates that are searching for white collar jobs and are frustrated and all of that. So I put all of this into consideration before I launch my ad so that I don't just throw money and mark and he eats all my money and there's nothing to show for it. All right. So let's take for instance that I have 10,000 naira that I want to use in running ads. And I said, okay, I want to test this 10,000 naira because, of course, ad is really broad, right? My pre-ad launch strategy will help me test 5 audiences or 3, let me say 3: students, stay-at-home moms, and people that are looking to leave Nigeria. I have 1%. Jesus Christ. How did this happen? Okay, I hope this one doesn't go off. I wasn't even looking. Okay, I've connected it. I hope it doesn't go. Okay, so now I'm going to split 2,000 naira across the different ad creative because chances are one of or some of those audiences might not give me the result I want. So testing them from the pre-ad launch strategy will help me sieve my strategies and know which one is working and which isn't working. All right. Now let's talk about the post ad launch strategy. So after running this ad and people come, they start chatting with you, they start asking you plenty questions, they start wasting your time or doing so many things in your inbox. What do you do? So that is how I came up with the 15 days follow up. Now I have a concept or I have a belief that people who will buy. So another thing is even the ones that will buy need you to follow up on them. They need you to convince them, they need you to show them proof that this thing is working and is going to work for them. There are so many of them that are desperate. Many of them are in critical state, especially for people like me who sell make money online products. Make money online looks like a get rich quick scheme. So most time when you're promoting a product in the make money online industry, you tend to meet people who want to give you money in exchange for quick money. So let's take for instance, this my product I'm selling. I know that there's one woman that called me this morning. She called me on phone and she said that she has a product she wants to promote fast, 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 fast. That if she pays for my like this is someone that's been in my funnel, in my inbox for more than 2 weeks. And for that 2 weeks, she must have gotten about 5 messages, follow-up messages from me. And some of those messages was even when I did 6,000 naira discount. Now the product is 10,000 naira. One, she's calling me after the discount sales has expired, insisting that I grant her access because she has been begging me. She has been on my like she has been on my she was not serious. So now she's asking that I let her pay the 6K. Then she's also asking me if she take the course today, if she will be able to run her ad successfully. Now these are very desperate people. If she had gotten in 2 weeks ago, if she studies really hard, she is going to set up her ad plus the support that I give in my program. But I cannot accept her in. So the post ad launch strategy is going to help you tackle all these issues, help you follow up on people that need you to follow up on them. So the post ad launch strategy involves the follow up, it involves your closing skills, it involves networking, it involves even getting retainer clients. So let's take for instance, you launch an ebook on emotional intelligence or how to help yourself when you're depressed, something like that. Now someone comes into your DM, the person pays you for a product from your ad, they read your book, and because you have a follow-up a post ad launch strategy, the person connects deeply with you. Before you know, the person is paying for a one-on-one service. Now you have been able to get that client to buy more of your product. So most times the reason why I don't stop running ad is because it's not even because I am going to sell every day like that. You get. So my last ad, the ad that I did last month, I generated 500 leads. Then all of a sudden something happened to me and I paused the ad. I spent about, for the 500 leads, I spent about 15,000 naira for the 500 leads. And I now did a discount sales for them. I did a discount sales for 6,000 naira and I sold to 25 people. It's really funny. Like, I spent 15,000 naira, 5,000 naira times 25 is 100K or so. It's more than 100K. So 6,000 naira times 25. I want you to do the math. So most times, if I was considering that, these people that are coming, they are not buying, I am tired, then I turn off the ad. I'm not going to get up to 25 people to buy my product. Then I will still spend the 15,000 naira. I'm not going to make sales because I don't have a strategy planned. So you need to have a pre-ad launch strategy and a post-ad launch strategy when you are launching your ebook or your book, whatever it is that you're trying to sell using ad. Now, another thing that I want to say, I'm soon going to round up. I think I have about 5 minutes left. Now, another thing that I really, really, really advise is that use ad to build your visibility. Now, there are different other ways that you can use to build your visibility. I even included it in my free webinar, for the free webinar that I'm trying to put together. There are three ways to increase your visibility and sales. One is by ad, one is by content marketing, and the other one is by influencer marketing. But since I'm the ad boss, I'm just going to limit myself to talking about around running social media ad, right? Now, what I advise or what I do is, right now I have about 5,000 WhatsApp contacts. All of them are potential customers. Majority of them have bought, are buying, will still buy from me. So whatever it is you are doing with ads, whatever it is you're doing, make sure to build a buying community, whether on Telegram. Open a Telegram channel, start running ads, start sending people to that Telegram channel. You will be shocked. I don't know how many of you know Madam Chioma. Madam Chioma is a top marketer on Facebook. Madam Chioma has a Telegram channel of over 10,000 subscribers. What does she do on that Telegram channel? She doesn't teach anything there for free. What she does there, that Telegram channel is like a wait list. She promotes her data entry course, and that course is about 37,000 naira. And the program is a bash program. So she holds like different batches every 2 or 3 months. So 37,000 naira. She just brings people there every day. She posts on that group. She follows up in that group, and people sign up. That is her own buying community. Do not forget, she has her email list. Me, I have about 3 groups that are meshed together in a community. All those groups join together are up to 5,000 members. I have 5,000 contacts. Majority I usually have up to 3,000 WhatsApp views when I post on my WhatsApp. Now that is a buying community. E bad as e bad, you must sell your product online, especially if you are building the community around people that are interested in whatever it is you have to say. So do not sleep on using ads to grow your community, whether you're growing your email list, whether you are growing your WhatsApp contact, whether you are growing your Telegram channel. But draft a marketing plan, a marketing strategy that helps you build a buying community. Build a buying community. I'm going to leave you here. So before I round up, I'd like to conclude. I'd like to say, you see, when you're selling online with social media ad, it can be really, really frustrating from the beginning. It can be really, really hard, right? It is But there are some things that will happen when you're trying to run ads. You can get restricted, you can get disabled, you can get frustrated, you can get depressed. But I want you to know that amidst all of this, you must surely, like, once you don't give up, because I know that in March, I was restricted with over 100K in different accounts. I lost over 100K. Most of the monies were clients' money, right? But I did not stop running ads. I get restricted all the time. My account gets disabled all the time. I have not stopped. I keep creating new accounts. I keep nurturing new accounts. I keep buying accounts from people to continue running my ad. Because you see me, I can never stop running ads. As I'm growing organically, I am building my business, I'm increasing my visibility. Most times I walk on the street these days. I cannot even go out without dressing well again. Like, I cannot lose guard, never to be caught on fresh, because I must see someone out here in this place that I think is really typical and local that will recognize me from Facebook. I saw your ad, mommy Asha, and I'll be like, okay, Facebook ad has turned me to a celebrity. I posted a video recently that shows the difference from 2019 when I had my first child to 2023. Like, I really, Facebook ad changed my life, because I can use Facebook ad to sell every product, any product that I lay my hands on. You too can do it if you are just ready to put in everything you want to put in. So that's all. I don't know if there will be questions, but I'll be here. Maybe I have to go and watch on YouTube. Please, I wanted to ask, how can I connect on YouTube, please? How can I connect on YouTube? Thank you very much. I think I'm done here.
Okay, so hello, Dorcas. Can you hear me now? 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 Are you there? Okay. Yeah, she's saying yes. All right. So, um, for YouTube, you have to watch the YouTube after now. You can't, maybe once you leave for your after your sectional, you can just go ahead to YouTube and just search for Publish Nation online. Then you get to see it. And then I think you're also on the Telegram group, right? So if you're on the Telegram group, just check there. You will see the link to view it on YouTube is also there on the Telegram group. Our Telegram group is there. I think you're also a member. So just check there too. Or you just go on YouTube and search for Publish Nation as well. You would see the recordings on live on YouTube. So thank you so much for joining us this evening. Like, thank you so much. We appreciate. See, she's my Facebook madam. She's an expert. And as per female to female, it's always better. But yeah, you're working with somebody of your kind now, isn't it? So she's somebody that I learned Facebook marketing from, and it's been helpful for me as a book cover designer and also as someone that is into book publishing. I have people that also joined life in this particular conference that came from people that the leads I got from one of the products I'm currently marketing. Like, I've been marketing that product since let me say March. I've been on it and it's been making sense. So I learned how to run ads from her and I've been using it to make more money. Yes, because the least I cannot naturally get from promoting these things on my Facebook organic marketing, I've been able to get by making use of paid advertisement. And that's one thing I used to tell my authors. They will tell me, how do I sell my book? I'll tell them, see, this era has gone past organic thing. If you know that you're not very big on social media, don't waste your time. Promote your book using paid advertisement like running Facebook ads. And I'm glad that today there is no single day that you go through Facebook and you don't see an ad about from an author marketing their book. That's to tell you that authors too are waking up. And if you are watching this live session, you are watching the replay, please, and you're an author and you're already having problems marketing or promoting your book, please consider paid advertisement. I tell you, you won't regret it. And she's always a go-to person when it comes to this. She also runs ads for individuals. She runs ads for individuals. So if you need to run ads at all for your book or your books, yes, you can always go to her. She has a separate package for that, where you can pay her and she will help you run the ads. Some people say, oh, I don't know how to set up this. And if you want to learn as well too, our Facebook Ads Wealth Academy Power is currently open now. So that's for 10,000 naira, which is a discount price. Yeah, you can always sign up to register. So you can see that on the screen, the link to our Seller store is showing. She actually sent me the link, a personal link, I think. Yeah, but they are trying to make use of the link to the store because there are other things that are there in on our Seller store that you can get as well too. There are other offers right on our Seller store that you can get as well. So please check our Seller store, seller.co/m/olaya.dorcas is there on Seller. Go check it out and see what she has for you. And the power course is also available as well too for 10,000 naira. You can connect with Dorcas on Facebook. She's very big on Facebook. Like, in fact, she doesn't hide her identity. She is a mother to two boys, two loving boys. And she says it the way it is. She's very expressive of herself online. If she's having any issues, she'll come online and make posts, but everybody will laugh, just for her to, and that way it makes it more personal and relatable, communicating with her, knowing her kind of person. So go and check her on Facebook, Dorcas Samson. Check out on Instagram, Brilliant Dorcas. On Twitter, Brilliant Dorcas. The links are there showing on the screen. So connect with her and also make sure that you get the art course as well. She can run art for you, and if you can also pay to learn how to run art yourself. Thank you so much, Dorcas, for joining us. It's a pleasure to have you join us this evening. I miss your tight schedules. When I send message to Dorcas and she doesn't respond, me, I know already. Once I see the blue tick, I am okay. I don't need to trouble her again. Well done. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much. Okay, so right about now, we are going to move on to the next agenda on our list, which is the last section of the evening, the last segment of the evening session, which is on Amazon KDP. Yes, Amazon KDP people. I want to earn in dollars. I want to earn in euros. I want to earn in pounds. Come on board now. Want to discuss real money here? How can you publish and promote your book on Amazon? So I'm bringing up the next speaker. He's right here in the building with us, and he's going to be joining us very, very soon. But before that, I'd like to read a brief profile about him. Yes, Mr. Charles Emeka Utomi is here with us. So I'm going to quickly read his profile. And then it will up on stage over from there. Okay, so Mr. Emeka Charles Utomi is a student counselor and mentor whose goal is to see that every young one lives to fulfill their purpose. He's an engineer. He is an engineer by profession and a member of the European Association of Geologists and Engineers. He holds a postgraduate degree in petroleum geology, a business tycoon that specializes in crypto, affiliate marketing, Amazon KDP, amongst others. And he's also the CEO of Genius Minds Hub and the amiable director of the Girl Child Initiative, GCI. Charles Utomi is also a speaker, he's a public speaker, and was one of the speakers at the Smash conference organized by the Girl Child Initiative, amongst others. And he's currently a partner with one of the biggest tech company, that's like Look Digitals International. So make welcome with me Mr. Charles Utomi on Amazon, best practices and what to look out for. Welcome, Mr. Charles. I'm adding you to the stream now. Okay, I think I have another one. All right. So good evening,
All
Mr.
right.
Charles. Good to have you here.
Can you hear my voice? I don't know if I'm trying to work on use my system.
Okay, we can't hear you. We can't hear you. We can't hear
Oh,
you.
I'm sorry.
It's like your
Okay,
mic
can you
is
hear me now?
muted. We can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
We can't hear you. We can't hear you. We can't hear you. We
I
can't
need to
hear
know if you can
you.
hear me now.
Okay, now, yes, we can hear you now. We can hear you loud and clear. Loud and clear, loud and clear, loud and clear.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. We can hear you now. We can hear you now.
Good evening, everyone.
Good
Oh, great,
evening.
beautiful.
Welcome.
All right, so the introduction has been made already, and I am not going to take your time. I am going to try as much as possible to be um, fast. You know, when we talk of money, money has to be fast. You don't count your words when it comes to money. You have to make it fast. All right, so I'll be going straight. I would love to share my slide, and it's just a brief one. It's just a brief one. We've been hearing Amazon KDP, Amazon KDP. In fact, it's flying in the air. You go to Facebook, you see somebody making advert. And then some of us are worried, what is Amazon KDP? What exactly is Amazon KDP? And unfortunately, there are some of us that are great motivational speakers. In fact, there are some of us, if you put the words and the counsel and the advice you have given someone together, it's enough to write a book. It's enough to start a journal. It's enough to start a serial. All right, so many of those things we have done, so many of those words we have put together. Like the last speaker said, he said this is not just the Holy Spirit dropping an idea on you. The Holy Spirit gives you an idea. What do you do with the idea? You just sit down there, all right, put it into a book. And if you put it into a book, you can make money. And this time we're not talking about making money in naira. In fact, if you are still talking about making money in naira right now, then you don't understand what is going on in the society. You don't understand what is happening. So this is not the time we talk about money in naira. Now we are talking about making money in foreign currency. Foreign currency. And Amazon is one of the easiest source to achieving that goal. So I will just give you a brief into Amazon KDP. And this is my book. I had to prepare this book for those that will be interested in one-on-one coaching. Recently, just last week, my wife launched her first book. In fact, I was at the National Library to get the ISBN for that book. Now, I have not gotten ISBN for that book. My wife is already making money because it has gone online already and people are buying it. She has already started making money. The hard copy is not out. Online, people are buying it. How do you do that? What are the best practices? What is that thing to look out for? Now, one mistake people make is that you think it is when you have a book of 1,000 pages, 745 pages, 238 pages that you can start making money on Amazon KDP. That's a lie. The first book I have on Amazon is less than 15 pages. Less than 15 pages. Interestingly, in fact, I just abandoned it. All right, because I am getting more and getting more and fixing. Now, what are those things you need to learn? What are those things you need to know? So we're going to start with Amazon KDP. What's KDP? Please take it to the next slide. The first thing you need to know is the meaning. Now, what I'm here to teach you, this guide is basically for those who are interested, those who are intentional about success, those who are intentional about growth. those who are intentional about wealth creation, those who want to make an impact financially in their lives and beyond. That's what this one-on-one coaching is for. Because it is not going to be, we're not just going to be doing the talking, we love to talk so much. We're not going to be doing, there's no time to talk. It is action. It is action. There's no time to talk. Just do what you have to do. So this is a guide to one of my one-on-one class with you, with anybody who is interested, and I'm bringing it out here. So it's for those who are intentional, like I said earlier. And what is that you need to know? You need to know what Amazon KDP is all about. You know, Amazon, it's a company, it's a website, a company that deals in all manner of things. They deal in sales, they help to just, you buy product from Amazon, they bring it to your doorstep. How come? How do I now get my own product there? How do I get my things? And Amazon will take it to somebody's doorstep. It is very, very possible. These are the things we are going to look at. So next is, what is Amazon KDP? In this guide, I will tell you the meaning of KDP. Who are those involved? Is Amazon KDP for me? And then the next we'll look at the benefits of Amazon KDP, and then steps to beginning your journey on Amazon KDP. So I am going straight to the first one, what Amazon KDP means. What exactly is KDP? It's just a simple three sentence, a simple three words: Kindle Direct Publishing. That's the KDP. Kindle Direct Publishing. That means you are publishing a book directly without having to look for a publisher to help you publish, and then you now put a name here, you put that name there, you put this name there. You don't need all that. Kindle Direct Publishing. Please, I think you can move to the next slide and the next. I'm on the fourth slide now. Okay, so it is Kindle Direct Publishing. You publish your book directly on your own, without having to give it to somebody. Kindle Direct Publishing is Amazon.com's ebook publishing platform, and it was launched in November 2007. The platform allows authors and publishers to publish their books to the Amazon Kindle store. It allows whoever wants to publish, you are free to publish your book into the store. Now, publishing your book into Amazon store gives you a large capacity audience. It does not give you an audience that is just within your locality. It gives you an audience that is beyond your locality, an audience that is far from your locality. All right, so you have the opportunity, you have the advantage of reaching out to so many countries. Okay, so people always ask, is Amazon KDP for me? Can I do it? Yes, it's for you, it's for anybody. It's for anyone who is interested in creating wealth. It's for anyone who is ready to make money. It's for anyone who is ready, who has something upstairs. It's for any content creator. Take for instance, if you go to my Facebook wall, sometimes I put some content, different content. When inspiration comes, I just write something there with a picture. I write something with a picture. Now, gather those contents together. Gather them together. Put them in a book. Make them a serial. Make them a little pamphlet. Get a book. Thank God we have pubcodepublishing. All right. She can give you a very fine design, cover. Put it on Amazon. Any amount you want to sell. You can place books from as little as $0.99 to $200. Imagine you put a book at $1 and you make 100 sales in 1 week. $100 in 1 week currently, convert to naira currently. You will smile for the weekend now. You will relax and put your head, cross your leg on your chair or whatever, and then have a good feel of that's just little. How much more when you are making 700 and something $1,000, or you are making $700, $1,000 in a week, in a month on Amazon? Truth is, there are opportunities available for us, but we tend not to pick them up, not to see those opportunities. So there are some of us that are good writers. You know, those days I used to have, if I write, even now, I have youths, students that write, they have diaries. They write a lot of things. When you go to and you begin to read, some of them will write poems, some of them will write stories, some of them will write dramas. And then when you read them, 4 pages, 8 pages, and you ask, you mean you wrote this? That is a future author you are seeing. That's a future author. Now, what did I do? I started training some young ones, preparing them. I check their, when they write, they bring it to me. When they write, they bring it to me. You know what I'm going to do? I'll compile them. In fact, before the end of this year, I don't know the number of books I will put in on Amazon and on Seller. Just last week, my wife's book on Seller. In 2 or 3 days of pre-order, I asked her how much have you made? Over 60,000 naira, because it's Seller and it's in naira. In just how many days? In just how many days? Now, where did all this idea come from? Where did it come from? It's from the little things, the counseling. People come to ask questions, you counsel them, get inspiration, write them here, put them on a notepad, put them here, put them here, and say, okay, now it is time for me to compile a book. I said, all right, fine, go ahead. And here we are today. Facebook out. That's our own Facebook, actually. And I'm ready to support every writing, put them on Seller, put them on Amazon and make money. You know the reason why we're going to Amazon? Because it's in dollars. That's where the money is. That's where the money is. So anyone can do Amazon KDP. All you need to do is to start. All you need to do is to start. Get your thoughts together into a book and upload on the Amazon website, and you are good to go. You are very good to go. And it is not difficult. It's not difficult to upload these things onto the website. It's user friendly, it's accessible, it's easy to operate. It's so easy to operate, very easy. So if you bring yourself down and then you bring up all those thoughts you have. I know a number of motivational speakers. In fact, when you hear them speak, sometimes you want to ask, you have a book? Say, no, they don't have any book. How? You don't have a book? And you have these things upset, you have inspiration, you get ideas, something is going on, you come to them, they're able to. There are many of you listening to me right now. That if somebody walks up to you and needs an advice, you can help. Somebody walks up to you, needs an advice, you can help. Do you know you can set up a book, How to Overcome Anger? That's a book. That's a book. How to Overcome Anger. You have written, and then you have advised people severally. You can prepare a 3-page pamphlet and upload on Seller, and upload on Amazon, and you are making your money. So these are little things you can do. And so I like I said, I'm not going to bore you or waste your time. I'm just going to go straight. What are the benefits of uploading? What are the benefits of putting your work on Amazon? Number one, it is self-publishing. It is self-publishing. You put it there, everybody get to see it. All right. You have a large audience. You have audience from Canada, you have audience from the US, from the UK, you have audience from Ireland, from Australia, all over, so many countries. The moment you put in your book there, it's all over. You get a very large audience. So I said, number one, it is self-publishing. All right. You get your books ready, take it online. Take it online. So you have a large audience. There is no cost to publish and list your book. You are not paying to publish it. So imagine that. You are not paying. All you need to have is a phone and data. People, you hear people say, just have a phone and get data, you make money online. Have a phone, get data, make money online. And I see people carrying phones, what? 400 and something thousand, 185,000, 122,000, and you are not making money. Hey. You are not making money online. It is, how did I become a partner with Likely? I got a call this year from my friend in Canada. She sent me the link and said, go through this site. And I went through, I came back. She said, can we talk later in the evening? I said, fine, no problem. And then we got talking. He said, what did you say about the site? And I started explaining. I explained, I said everything. She said, you are 100% correct. I am bringing you in because I know who you are. Huh? You are bringing me here. I'm bringing you in because I know who you are. I know what you can do. I know your marketing strategy. I say, see, right now I need marketing alone. Let me go into this. Let me understand the concept behind this company. And then she gave me everything I needed to know, everything I needed to do. And straight up we started. I started looking for the best hands, look for web developers, look for UI UX designer. Lo and behold, I brought in my younger sister who's a UI UX designer. She's doing amazingly well. That girl works remotely for about 3 companies right now as I speak to you. I don't know what we are doing with our phones. I don't know what we are doing. But see, I feel like while I was told to come, I was just what will I tell this audience? Will I just give you Amazon, or will I put one fire inside of you that will make you realize that you are sitting on money. You are sitting on money. So the benefits of Amazon, there is no cost to publish and list your book. You can publish both ebooks, you can publish printed books. Now, how do you publish printed books? If you have a printed copy, you can place it on Amazon. Now, what happens? Amazon will print that book for you and take it to the doorstep of the person who made the order for it. Do you see that? So you don't have to do the printing. All you need to do is to put the book online, put the amount, maybe $2, $4. Amazon prints the book and takes the book directly to the person who made the order. Is that not beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? So if you are selling a paperback book, Amazon will ship it directly to your buyer. And you are free to create as many books as possible. Now, I'm showing you slides from my system. I would have shown you from my phone account balance of Amazon. I would have shown you account balance of Amazon. But I don't have it on because it's not open on my system right now. I just have the slides here on my system. So let me just see if I can share it with you on my phone. But if I can't, you understand what I'm saying, all right? So you are free to create as many books as possible. You also have access to millions of Kindle readers all over the world. People who are always coming online to read, and they have access. There are millions on Amazon. There are millions of readers on Amazon. There are books. People are looking for books to read. People are looking for books. So get something and put it there. Another thing is you fix your price yourself and you fix it in dollars. You fix your price yourself. It is only in Nigeria you hear $100 and you are shaking. Over there, they buy things at $40, $35, $12, and it doesn't shake them. So for a Nigerian putting his or her book on Amazon and is placing it at $5, and 1,000 person orders for that book. All right. Dr. Ubo King of blessed memory, I attended his last conference 2 weeks before he died. It's in Calabar. He said something. Somebody asked him, how do I become a millionaire? He said, create a content, sell it online at 1,000 naira to 1 million users, or to 100 users. 1,000 times 100, that's about 100,000, right? To 1 million users, you become a millionaire. So if you have a book at $2, $5, and you sell to 100 persons, $5 to 100 persons, that is $5,000 in 1 month. Tell me why you will be poor. Tell me why you won't make money. All right. So the steps to beginning your journey on Amazon are very simple. Very, very simple. All right. And that's where my one-on-one coaching begins with you. Okay. I'll give you the first step. The first step is to register on Amazon site. But before you register, you need to know what you are getting into. You need to understand what you are getting into. You need to know that this thing you are doing is You have to be committed to it. Interestingly, Amazon doesn't work like seller. Okay. Now, if I put my book on seller, I give you the link, right? I come to do some advert, I put it on my status, I put it on my page, right? So that people can go there, check out the book and make order. For Amazon, there are millions of readers online, millions of people searching for book. Your book can pop up in Canada store, can pop up in Australia store, can pop up in UK store. See the beauty. That's the beauty of Amazon. So the steps to starting your journey is where our coaching begins. One-on-one, if you are ready, I will guide you. I mean, guide you. And if you are here this evening listening to this, if you are in this online meeting, I'm going to give you a very, very special access to me. Yeah, a very special access to me, special one. You can connect with me, you can connect with me, and I will guide your every step till you become a strong man. Yes, I will guide your every step, guide your every step till you become stable, till you become stable. If you are here this evening, you have that opportunity, you have that access, you have the access to me this evening. So your journey into KDP can begin tonight. Right now, as I'm talking to you, it can start tonight. All you need to do is to create account. The technicalities involved just has to do with where you are connecting your account to Amazon. All right, that's where the technicalities come in, and these are the things you need to know. These are the things that I cannot pour everything out here this evening. I only have 30 minutes. I think I've exceeded my time already. So these are the things you need to know. How do I link up my account? How do I get to know all this? All that you can get access to if you connect with me tonight. If you connect with me. So I leave you with this wonderful words that you can be anything you want to be. You can be anyone you want to be. You can be who God has called you to be if you take the first step. If you take the first step to realizing that thing. My wife took the first step and decided to write her first book. Like I tell you right now as I speak to you, that book is doing excellently well, even when I am yet to post it on my store on Amazon. I am here to post her book on my store on Amazon, which I'm going to do. I'm going to do is going to the money will be coming to my account. I'll be giving her discount. Ehen. So I want to say a very big thank you to the host for giving me the opportunity to be at this interesting conference this evening. Um, it's so wonderful to be here. In fact, I'm meeting her for the first time, and I believe that there are still going to be many, many things we are going to do together. You can connect to me, you can reach out to her if you want to get across to me. She has my contact details, she has my WhatsApp details, and of course, the link to the book, which I just uploaded recently to Amazon, my wife's book, my one-on-one coaching is also online. In fact, if you go online right now on Seller, I'm giving you this coaching for 3,000 naira. It's actually worth 20. You will see the original price. It's actually worth 20,000 naira. But for the sake of this conference tonight, I have to slash it to 3,000 naira for the sake of this conference this evening. So thank you very much for this opportunity. I really appreciate. God bless you. God bless you. I can take any questions before I go, if there are questions.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Emeka. Thank you so much. It's been a wonderful session and it's been an enlightening session. Though it's short, but then it's been value filled enough already. And I believe that our listeners and our audience are also paying attention as well too. So you can always reach out to Mr. Emeka Tomi. You can check him out on Facebook. He's on Facebook at Tomi Emeka Charles. He's on Facebook, and you can also connect with him on Twitter as well. He's on Twitter. Is This is his page. Facebook link showing on your screen. You can connect with him on Twitter as well too, and also you can check out his Sila store. The one for his wife's book is right there on the screen. Then the other link to get the Amazon KDP course you just promoted is also right here on the screen as well. So whichever of the two, you can always check to get your own copy. The book, his wife's book is available for 1,500 naira currently, so you can always grab the offer while it is here available before the price will change to 2,000 naira. And also his course on Amazon KDP is also available to you for 3,000 naira, basically to people that attended this live session. So if you miss out on this, get ready to pay double of that price. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. It's really a pleasure having you here on the show. Thank you for joining us for the PublishNation Virtual Conference 2023. We are so glad to have you here. Guys, make sure you connect with him. Yes, connect with him. You can send him a DM also too on Facebook. He would respond to you so that I can take you on a one-on-one coaching session on how to get your book right there on Amazon. Yes, how to get your book right there on Amazon. It would put you through one-on-one, your account creation, setup, and whatever it is that you need to also get to know as well. And the truth of the matter is that there is money online. This is what we all know. There is money online. There's cool money online. If you are saying there's no money in Nigeria, there is a lot of money online, and it's left to those people that are able to tap in and be able to get their own share. So thank you so much, Mr. Emeka, for joining us this evening. It's always a pleasure to have you around here. We are so delighted to have you. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. And so this is where we are going to be
Thank you very
wrapping it
much.
up. You're welcome, sir. This is what we're going to be calling it a day for this year's edition of the Publish Nation Virtual Conference 2023. Yes, we picked a proposed date, and God being so good, it helped us from the beginning till morning. We had the morning session. Four amazing speakers were here to speak with us. And again, we also had the evening session, and three amazing speakers have also been here to speak with us, to share with us the various steps involved in the life cycle of a book project from concept to becoming a bestseller. So I want to say a big thank you to everyone that joined in to build the program. Thank you so much to everyone that joined in to build the program. We are so happy to have you here. And for those that missed too, yes, the replay will not be available. The replay won't be available. So if you want to get the recordings and you want to properly take your time to listen to it, the recordings will be available for a token, just a little fee of 500 naira. And that also will give you access to a certificate of participation alongside some other freebies that you'll be getting in form of ebooks and courses as well too, for just participating in this year's PublishNation Virtual Conference 2023. Thank you. A big thank you to all our volunteer team, Damilola Deniji. She's been here in the morning. She moderated the session. A big thank you to Precious Akinwoye. A big thank you to Deborah Oduegu. Thank you so much for being of great help in ensuring that this year's edition um, becomes a successful one. And thanks to amazing speakers, Deborah Kano, she's been here in the morning. Blessing Omiter, she's been here in the morning. Myself, a big thank you to Nonso Oyedemezie. We also have Dr. Samson as well as Emeka Utomi. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure having you do this with us again in this year's edition, and we trust that the next year's edition comes 2024 is going to be bigger. It's going to be better, and definitely it's going to be a massive and explosive one with value that will be dispensed. Something different, something awesome, something nice, something great. And I want you to look out for this the forthcoming edition in 2024. Thank you so much for joining. And please, while you're going through the replay, make sure you check out each of the speakers. Try to connect with them. That's the essence of creating a platform like this. To help you get access to most of the speakers who you might not have gotten access to, but by virtue of this program or events like this, you get access to them and you can be able to network with them You can be able to meet with them, you can be able to discuss with them, you can be able to get their courses, their products, so that you can also get to develop yourself personally. Thank you so much for everyone that has joined here. So if you need the recordings or the replay to this conference, you can always reach out to me. Yes, you can always reach out to me via our Telegram channel. That's the Authors Roundtable channel on Telegram, or you can reach out to me via WhatsApp, or you can reach out to me via you can also send a direct message to me here on on YouTube, or you can send a message directly to me on Facebook. My Facebook name is Oluwaborichele, so you can always connect with me right there on Facebook, and I'll be willing to send the details to you so that you can make your payment ASAP. So this is where we are going to be joining the person for this year's edition of the Publishing Virtual Conference. Thank you so much for joining, and I do hope to see you some other time. And one more thing again, that this year's event was being sponsored by Popcode Publishing. So if you need any of our publishing services, starting from book cover design, book editing, proofreading, ghostwriting services, publishing online and offline, book printing, these are services that we offer. You can always reach out to us, Popcode Publishing. You can search through for us online and get in touch with us as well too. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in. And I also wish us a happy new month. Yeah, this is happy. This is a new month, and this happens to be like the second half of the year. So thank you so much for joining. I'll catch you next year. Bye.